The room went completely quiet as the HR manager's voice sliced through the air like a knife. "You know the rules, Mia. No kids allowed at work. You're fired, effective immediately." Mia's heart dropped. She squeezed her 9-year-old son Noah's hand tighter, trying to stay strong as tears welled up in her eyes. She had pleaded, explained, even promised it wouldn't happen again. But none of it mattered. The rules were more important than her reasons. Around her, co-workers stared but said nothing. Noah looked up at her, confused and scared. He didn't understand why they had to leave. Mia had no words for him, just a deep ache in her chest as she turned and began walking toward the exit. Her pride was shattered, and her job was gone. What she didn't know was that everything was about to change. A storm was coming, and someone powerful had just seen everything. Just as Mia and Noah stepped outside, a sleek black car pulled up to the front of the building. The engine turned off, and a tall man in a perfectly fitted suit stepped out. His eyes quickly locked onto Mia and Noah walking away. He didn't look angry or surprised, just focused. This man was Daniel Reeves, the company's new CEO. People had been talking about the takeover for weeks, but Mia never thought she'd meet him like this. As he watched her disappear down the sidewalk, something in his eyes changed. He remembered. He had once been that kid too. Mia Carter had worked hard for everything she had. As a single mom, she spent years climbing the corporate ladder, putting in long hours and never giving up, until one mistake ruined it all. Her son, Noah, was her whole world. When her babysitter canceled at the last minute, Mia tried to explain the emergency, but her boss didn't care. She made a tough choice: bring Noah to work or lose a day's pay. She gave him snacks and a tablet and tucked him into an empty cubicle, hoping no one would notice. It worked for a little while, until it didn't. Now her job was gone and rent was due in 2 weeks. As she held Noah's hand and walked away from the building, she tried to hold her head up high. But inside, she felt crushed. Her pride was in pieces and the future looked scary. And still, the worst wasn't over yet. Mia was just about to step off the sidewalk when she heard a deep voice call out behind her. "Wait!" She stopped and turned around slowly, her heart pounding. Standing there was the same man from earlier, the one who had just stepped out of the black car. He looked calm but serious. "Are you Mia Carter?" he asked. She nodded, unsure what to expect. More trouble? Another warning? Instead, he glanced down at Noah, then looked back at her. "I'm Daniel Reeves. I'm the new CEO." Mia's stomach dropped, but what he said next left her completely speechless. Inside his office, Daniel asked Mia to sit down. His face was serious, but his voice was calm. 30 years ago, he began, my mom brought me to work because she had no other choice." He paused, eyes distant. "She was fired right in front of me. We lost everything." Mia listened closely, her heart pounding. "That moment never left me," Daniel continued. "I promised myself that if I ever had the power to change that kind of unfair treatment, I would." Mia didn't know what to say. Was he offering her a second chance, or just sharing a memory? She couldn't tell. But something about the way he spoke made her feel hope for the first time in days. Daniel didn't offer Mia her job back right away. Instead, he took her case to the higher-ups. But not everyone agreed with him. The HR manager pushed back. "The rules are clear," she said. "No children allowed. If we make an exception for her, others will expect the same." Daniel didn't flinch. His voice was calm but firm. "Then we rewrite the rules," he said. That shocked the room. No one expected the new CEO to challenge company policy so quickly. But Daniel wasn't done. He fought hard for change, and by the end of the week, Mia wasn't just rehired, she was promoted. Daniel also introduced a brand new idea, an on-site childcare center for all employees. Change had begun. Not everyone was happy about Mia's return. Some people whispered that she got special treatment. A few called it unfair. Then things got worse. An anonymous complaint was sent to the board. It claimed Mia had used her story to trick Daniel into giving her a promotion. The board took it seriously and called for a full review. Suddenly, Mia's future was hanging by a thread again. She had worked so hard, but now it felt like everything could fall apart. Rumors spread fast, and even with Daniel's support, she knew this wasn't going to be an easy fight. The day of the hearing was the hardest yet for Mia. She sat across from cold-faced executives who questioned everything: her job, her choices, even her being a mother. It felt like they saw her love for Noah as a weakness, not a strength. Daniel stood by her side and argued fiercely, but even he had limits. Afterward, he quietly told Mia, "If this doesn't go through, I'll make sure you're taken care of, but they might still let you go." For the first time, doubt crept in. Mia wondered if hoping for justice was just being naive. How many parents had sat right where she was? The decision came down to one person, the oldest member of the board. At first, he was against the new policy, but then he spoke up, surprising everyone. "I voted no at first," he said, "but my daughter just had a baby. She's scared of the same problem Mia faced." He looked Mia in the eyes. "Times are changing. We have to change too." His words broke the silence. The board voted, and the policy passed. Mia felt a huge weight lift off her shoulders. Finally, things were moving in the right direction. 1 year later, things had changed for the better. The company's workers were happier than ever. Noah had his own little desk in the new childcare center, proudly doing his homework. Mia sat across from Daniel in a meeting, sharing her latest project. He smiled and said, "Firing you was the best decision I ever made." Mia laughed. "I was just thinking the same thing." This story is for every parent who's ever felt torn between work and family. If you believe workplaces should do better, hit like. Let's share this story and hope it reaches the right people to bring real change.